mo ama join no edi de mo ahun brase kwan so I SourcetubeTV and our first time I will share me about what say over subscribe to the page now the bell notification icon so na enra na ye maame Akosua serwaa ye see omo submit omo see them propose amended notice of appeal, right? And I court them omo go ahead say, oh yeah, omo nko your amendment, right? Court them the only mean so kwan say men ko your amendment. I say kona ko your amendment, right? Na fa bra. O the bar. No mo nso omaye da omatena asem no so. Okay, nti mo a eno am jubilate ye nyoma bi na ya abotre. Wate? Munya mo ho abotre. Mo am jubilate as if say ya pass final judgment. Adena some of these people munya mo ho abotre sa. Ene mo amuso mo ye mo hihye mo na say this say munya mo ho abotre. Okay? Enye digidigi e boko. At times because say legal battle no sa na e kono. Enye digidigi, okoye digidigi ya hwa na kwakọ ebibia wo hwe bi wo nso na wonte ase me say me wo ha na se mente bibia ase me frɛ me colleagues e wo boga aha mente ase a kyerɛ me eno no nkyɛ sɛ okobi so obi so onkyɛ o say ni sia you know wo ebia na wonte ase o da bi nyansa wo we eni ni pa ba ko fo chim okay akai chukome ya agina etire ba ko enkoden mu fa nso so ma me so eno ano a omukọ submit say they propose amended notice of appeal no iti omo grounds of appeal na omo de call no ye mo kwan se omo nko na omo hwehwe omo nko ye omo corrections na omo fambra okay but first no ye nkotie omo lawyer colonial law firm no omo na sisi omo baba replace lawyer Kusi omo file then change of attorney, right? The change of attorney no meaning yes lawyer Kusi wo nti mo say yes lawyer Kusi ye sake the appeal no side na eka o call letters of administration or dem dey appeal no na lawyer Kusi share boss say ono kwan bia so no obeko santokwa no what you say na about out victorious na e hu say oku no sha ase no we wie payo na afi de preko a yes asesa no anyway almost say sisa na o masesa no ene nche say na appeal no ye see the ono ye the 3rd February, right? 2026, right? 3rd February, yeah. And yes, Kolodi law firm no so be shemu kina. Esenia lawyer Kusi aye no mo di bi ababe de Akosua, right? But yes, bia ni di no mabo egu, but it not sure no. Masabi no, or mass substitute nti. Yes, on call letters of administration. Na Kolodi law firm don't soon take place. Appeal no. Anyway, leadership during that our case no so. I'll pass the final judgment now. Almost say wakako Japonchi and this car according to team legal wife for say leadership during that year assembly year attention and wedding no. It almost say and on the bongu no omo grounds of appeal no mo dia ba. Errors na wo mu no ma be state. Now ye ba be boy errors no. Omo brofo no susu nti manya time anya abutre summarizing it at about simple and I say how common English good. Thank you. Now I didn't know where to say. All right, so let's do this. Iti omuchemu say okay, so where sorry. So almost in the Superior Court of Judicature, in the Court of Appeal, Kumasi Ashanti Regional, AD 226. It is where Court of Appeal, Enomokoye or Kumasi, plaintiff near Akosua serwaa fosu. Yeah, me person me address in near Kekau, and no point was saying show her by anyway. Internet no so that please. Okay, so yeah, mama Akosua serwaa fosu. Ono no ye plaintiff no. And a defendant ni ebusuapeni tio musi papa ni nye ebusuapeni ba sisi a mo state so ebusuapeni wa this is I did grab say musi ebusuapeni on musi ebusuap Tupac nye ebusuapeni but mo dey assure say defendant ni ye wan ebusuapeni Kofi Wusu Tupac mo dey assure defendant ebusuapeni nti mo amaji atumu dada. Second defendant ni Priscilla Ofori omuye ni Priscilla Ofori aka Odobroni ba mo amfa fosu na nsoso ba ye mama Akosua serwaa omu de fosu ni soso. Well anyway transition home, funeral homes, maybe I did that lumba koto ya no. Omo nso eka ho, omo ye defendant. Okay. Now, omo si die ben. Yen take note, right? Almost take note that the plaintiff and our appellant hearing being aggrieved and dissatisfied with the judgment. Just a judgment na call so ewo Kumasi High Court. Her Ladyship Justice Dorinda Smith Atta, dated 28 November 2025, no, hereby appeals to the Court of Appeal on the grounds set out in paragraph 2 and will at hearing of the appeal seek relief set out in paragraph 3. Now, yanko grounds of appeal straight number 2, okay? Say BBI okay. Now, almost say mame kan no how a enyina omo brofo no susu nti me ba be bono tofa e de amamu e wa ha side, okay, right? Me nka se wonti brofo pacho me nka se wonti brofo abeg me nka se wonti brofo itinya me be ka se same se brofo no susu nti me nka bibi saaye me ye nia e be ma me ho beto me oso ho beto nti ase na enyina epe obi betimi aka brofo bibiri ba nti ase no. All right, so ground of appeal no meba chemu say according to your mami Akosua serwaa, chemu say she was legally married to Daddy Lumba in Germany. She argues that High Court was wrong to say she failed to prove the marriage certificate. According to her, point 1, mami mfanko ha na obi anti aseye. Sorry, me push it akomiba. Oh. Good. Oh, come on. YouTube for mon fan channel why me pese me minimizing na nya ye ho ntiase. Okay, 2. It's particular errors no me ba. So according to Yamami Akosua serwaa HM say there was enough evidence showing they were married. Ewo court or judgment ni mu asem na omo pointed out errors, okay? There was enough evidence showing they were married. They lived together as husband and wife. We are point number 2. Point number 3. Daddy Lumba publicly introduced her as his wife. Point number 4. Witness testified about the marriage. They say, your mubedi adansi nyina say, oh yes. Yeah, worry ya mami Akosua serwaa only Daddy Lumba. Yeah, our worry no. Yeah, omo chemu say witness wo ho. There were photos, documents, children from the relationship, and correspondence from the German embassy. Just say, Omutimi show this evidence way to Her Ladyship Dorinda. Say pictures near, they say relationship correspondence from the German embassy. Just say, Omutimi provided everything. The judge focused too much on technical issues. Technical issues, ne bin in here, ebi a signature stamp in here, kika hon. Any processor document in the right? Pacho mun share and no say me what join a copy link na send him obi no be so betie bi na ukọ na obi abo caption wo na okasa and ya na nti wada na ye nya na we same me caption bi na me yam hihye me oh uyam hihye wo sesen utie omo lawyer na omo si ye mfrɛ asɛm ne ye mfrɛ asɛm ne ye nti ana mo nya mo abotre okay ye mfrɛ asɛm ne ye please abeg. All right, so to ask the judge focused too much on technical issues. Obviously, say signature ni say often for stamp in your man with the marriage certificate instead of looking at all the evidence together. Instead of so much evidence na ya present ya man no. Or no technique just say 14 kiti marriage certificate no. Then ke was say mama Her Ladyship Dorinda no on rely on little issues, technical issues, right? Second, we say the judge wrongly rejected the marriage certificate, and then anyway, the learned trial judge erred in, the learned trial judge erred in law in her interpretation and application of section 136 and 161 of the Evidence Act 1975. 323 regarding authentication of foreign document. Inti Yanko homicide. Inti on be breaking it down her. Or see the judge wrongly rejected the marriage certificate. She says the court had already accepted the marriage document, exhibit B, B1 and C during the trial. Till I say any document, hard document, the bre ladyship during than or accept here. Until we accept no, other than a final judgment, no reject document no. Usi yemfanko, you know what? Already know the hard copy of bro say any wa accepted that. It's the other now pass final judgment. No can say, you know what? It's breaking it down, right? Also, therefore, the judge should not have later rejected them in the final judgment. And what said her ladyship during that upon all the copy with evidence of Mudiamano can was unrejected on a final judgment. Right. Okay. Once the documents were admitted into evidence, Oji2 mu say document na the man and evidence no. I didn't now reject here. Okay. It was the respondent's responsibility to prove they were fake or invalid. Iti omona was some prove say document na the abano. Wine say also respondent it could be bronii also no a defendant. I was some prove beyond say yes. Document na mo the abano and tisa and valid, right? Errors are we ground of appeal no. Omo errors are particular errors are omo dia ko eno na me boss ama on. Also, the judge effectively reversed her own earlier decision. Her own earlier decision in a time of the evidence ne brain document of the brain na her ladyship during that G2 to say hard copy say ya the brain now on G2 mu say all about the tinko according to omo all about the tinko say no and finally no or rejected. Okay, the judge effectively reversed her own earlier decision, which the appellant says was wrong. Okay, into third no, me ba mami mpianko na nyina. Good. All right, thank you. Also, the learned trial judge in law when she failed to hold exhibit B, B1 and C to the presumptively authentic despite the respondents having had reasonable opportunity and time to investigate the authenticity of the said document. As omanya ya momo mredodo na mo betimi dia eden ako through I pass authentication process nti yem bra in the way a yenyina yenya ye ho ntiase omo say the judge misunderstood the law on foreign document. She argues that point one, Ghana's Evidence Act does not say foreign document must only be authenticated through the Ghana embassy. Say, yes, judgment, no baby, like what the bedroom judgment, no, how we will come there. Baby, I am said. It was a document in info process. No, dear, was say, I was statutory, meaning I am mandated. Say was sa process. Say mrana Evidence Act no more. You won't me exclude I was say can that process. You understand? Okay. Into omu say point 3 no point 1 say Ghana's Evidence Act does not say foreign document must only be authenticated through the Ghana embassy. Just say foreign document, German marriage certificate, no. Ghana, obviously Ghana Evidence Act, no. Chemu say chinchinachi. This say any must say was it should be only be authenticated through the Ghana embassy. On Sanadi see, and a point 2, Chemu say there are other ways to prove a document is genuine. Okay. Third, the lack of Ghana embassy certification should not automatically make the marriage certificate invalid. But notarization or process, no, that is how it's supposed to be. A process. And Ghana embassy. No. ama omo so aye de omo aye omo hwehwe mu nti I don't know say no ultimate skip here no I don't think say you can do that it omo mu chemu say enye must say wo say document ni fa Ghana embassy process no omo no omo count ewo omo particular errors no ground of appeal no a omo aye no omo nsem omo keka no please okay 4 chemu say the court erred when it held that foreign law as a question of fact can only be proved by calling an expert witness. Now, expert witness no say the plaintiff there was one funny expert witness embra anameboa. Okay. It meaning court now more kwan so mredo do na to go through that process. Okay. In summary, no, said the court did not give enough time for authentication. She says the court ordered her, she says the court ordered her to authenticate the German marriage document. 2.2, but there was not enough time to, but there was not enough time for the Ghana embassy in Germany to complete the process. But there was not enough time for the Ghana embassy in Germany to complete the process. Dinina on your moka way you be referred to ana ye be yes clause no with judgment no and only do sa part the entina I don't want to add that okay almost see more time and go through the process. Okay. Point 4 the HM said this denied her this denied a fair opportunity to prove her case. It another man of wine so she said then prove the case and say yes the marriage certificate no genuine na mo rashi case no too much ni nyina call ma her ladyship during that okay it's yanko 5 no meba. Just a minute, please. Okay, good. I'm say 5 nini. All right. Oh, I deal with so mami yani kesiya kakra. All right. 5 nini say the learned trial court judge when she held that the marriage certificate exhibit B, B1 and C were not admissible per se. Into particular errors ni binye yenko point no so 5 no opposition chemu say she challenges the finding that another woman was customary married to daddy lumba why bronii say or challenge bronii side no under the customary okay it's I'm breaking it down. I'll see the court found that the second respondent was married to Daddy Lumba, second respondent here wine, bronii, okay? Under Akan customary law in 2010, okay? The appellant disagree and says there was no reliable evidence proving that customary marriage, okay? There was no reliable, almost say evidence be any HSA or bronii, Daddy Lumba ewarene. Point 1, some pictures relied on were allegedly edited or manipulated. It's a picture somebody buy no say bebre na almost see almost say AI. Almost say AI. AI no mudi aba beto abonte na we de yentimi gintu musa. Debi. Also was say her ladyship during that onhwe mu ye pa. Na AI we de anu odi. All right, so mo am joining ya mpacho mu like video that I'm share nko. All right, thank you. Mo power tap TikTok for Mr. Mo any day mo hambrase kwans. Okay. Point 3 under the 5, right? Particular errors no point 3 no. HM will say the court relied on weak or hearsay evidence from the respondent. Just say in some way now like bronii witness no. On bet now on some of kaya no na her ladyship during that tea. But just a 1 year in and share evidence, one bizarre evidence from bronii side about the customary marriage. ɔsɛ ɔdɔ broni side ya ɔman yɛ hwehwɛ mu ambisa hwɛ ɛno and say ye mami ladyship during that wajia to keke just like that. Oh wow. All right, so yanko 1 2 3 4. Point number 4 under the 5 particulars of errors. The judge made assumption that favored the respondent. The judge made assumption that favored the respondent. I say assumption ne betimi I say ordinary dream susu bibi ho e na ogi we odo broni de ne tum ne customary marriage ne tum. I appeal we. Eba fe puko. All right, so let's go to the seat. Also, the learned trial judge went after admitting Exhibit B, B1, and C into evidence. She still put the what? Is it Mamiba? Is it the onus what? Is it the onus of proof of authenticity of the said German marriage document on the appellant? Okay. Ohonso Odiba intiasiemu. I'll say she says the overall judgment was against the evidence. Sorry, the evidence on Okra. In general, she argues that point number 1, the evidence strongly supported her claim that she was Daddy Lumba's lawful wife. Point 2, the defendant should have been required to disprove the German marriage. Defendant near why? I was on no odo broni on disprove omo we no German marriage no. So say enye genuine. Inti e was say ye ma odo broni kwan ni lawyers ni kwan no mo disprove. The defendant should have been required to disprove the German marriage certificate. Okay, point number 3. Also, the judge's finding resulted in a miscarriage of justice. Just say there's a flop, fatal way cry judgment no my. What you say? All right, so I think say weibo is enough. Okay, now but change of lawyer, right? Change of lawyer na can ho asem na bi mu person mo beti ase no about. Ka do mo pese bi bu nya kasetia me posti wo Facebook mo di matama ma nya kasa me filie ye pam lawyer Kusi ye fam sami fa o jimi ko o kwasia kika na wo kika na fa o kwasia ko we don't want to listen to kwasia lawyer Kusi ye pam no ye jimi fo be ma o ti pasi say we mango omo di matamo. Okay, now mo betie. So, change of lawyer. Mami Akosua serwaa has changed the lawyer. Okay. A new lawyer is Stephen Insia Opoku of Kolundi Law. Kolundi Law. Adiapena, wait to history. Okay. So, he replaced. He replaces William Kusi. Lawyer William Kusi was replacing. Okay. What happened next? The Court of Appeal hearing is only to decide whether she can amend, change, and expand her notice of appeal. Right? Okay, my member big screen anymore. Okay. It is lawyer Kusi side na me what sisia some say yen sisa ne. Me make just say appeal no ya sisa lawyer Kusi. And amomo say mudi then lawyer letters of administration amane say on pursue. Aden on oh Charlie. The way lawyer Kusi be share your bo nya the courage, the vigor. She said, Mora was so, hey, you better appeal. Now we can. Shabubo say appeal, no. We will come out victorious. Shabubo. Hey, they say, Munya butre, na lawyer Kusi, bibia 3rd February, honum. Avidena prayer kuha. You see, I replace lawyer Kusi. Onka appeal no onka tina meka. Ni ono ye to honum no. Ena omba be shebukina. Omudibi eba be count. But ono so be pursue with appeal ni die. Letters of administration or no pursue. It me be kan ya mudi matem na the won. Me say mo kan no creda. Ade bi eba be kan na mudi atem. Mudi atem so wia na victory aye die. Nya me ken me boa. Montana hoye. O see her new lawyer is Stephen Insia Opoku. Kolondi La. I'll see, he replaces who? William Kusi. What happened next? The Court of Appeal hearing is only to decide whether she can amend, change, and expand a notice of appeal. If the court grants permission, to say, we no crapo yen so mu yo. Bo amu jubilate no. Jubilation bay. And no be a frame. Yes, 99%, 99.999%. A comma mammy Akosua say, and I say, oh, Munya Mua butre. I dear no, yes, or more ground of appeal, no munko amende, no more fambra. Would the errors are, who say a leadership during Diane, Momunko, and then I'm a bamboo be breaking it down, dear mamma. Say no, Namunko Yanamu fambra, yen free case near, yen transfer. Hey, a dear Namukra Monte. Jesus Christ. No more jubilating and mammy be a friend, Miss Sammy. Me, Mushishimio, me caption. I'm saying, who caption or content in Ankasa. Because na oligarch for be no video, and I'm saying, Mammy Bobu. Now, Hammy. Now, ye, and yes, a movie, Mobile Tosh champagne, be a mammy seminum. Moon Tosha, me, my ye. Near watch or I'm a mania time. Ask Carney. I'm making summary of Obo block for Tintin and Mabu Bonnet Toffa. But the way I be breaking it down, some movie mania munti asiana, me bois. Semunya munti asiamu, just be sincere, Nakachem Semunya minya munti asia, I beg. Okay. Or see, ya me to ask our lawyer Kusi sign. Or see, if the court grants permission, the appeal will proceed. Court in granting permission, yentimunya muabujet, mubi. I mean, say logo ligi na wo mu ana say mmobi na every one. I just can't tell. Moi, and I said, dear. See, if the court, sorry, Mrs. Asa, if the court grants permission, the appeal will proceed. Point number 1. 2, the court of appeal will then hear the full argument and decide whether the high court made legal or factual errors. What are you talking about? But remember point in the after say Oma submit Omo ground of appeal. If the court grants the permission, Oma permission say monko ye moden. Monko state mo errors in fambra, particular errors do monko ye fambra. Now, me say boss will be on point number 1. Me frame back door and me catch him say same say ni say abeg me so be nipa. Only so bad friend because consultation poko utiaka. Are na motitim sa. Asa me yem shishimio, sa me yem shishimio, makoti so obi ka bibio. Relax. Obviously, if the court grants permission, the appeal will be proceed. Say court ni somwa omo be started with the appeal. The court of appeal will then hear the full ni nyina argument no mo koye no obenya time obetie ni nyina and decide and so much whether the high court say a leadership during the high court ni a mistake na you follow me ntom no be kire omenya abotre afi no mo so be go through ehun say omo form errors ni bra na yen go through na enhwe say a leadership during that no omo be kwakofa judgment no so you think say they no go do that omo be kwakofa oma a clause na check ya say okay argument na mo make here no say errors were judgment ni mo no okay mo die comparing to na how mutimi fa process we mutimi fa mu mantimi amfa nti ada na mo ka say leadership me na me chairman adwin enye ne oma enkan abeg adenti na say nti ombe yesa nyoma ni nyina cross check bibia answer entity or say then and to decide whether the high court made legal or factual errors. Say leadership and make it factual errors or ye mistake be baby ana. O you say no ano o de ya gaga e say no ano. Just like that. You know munya mo abuche wate. Also, these are the legal arguments made by the appellant. The respondents are entitled to respond. They are entitled to bronii lawyers. No, they are entitled to respond, and the court of appeal will decide the matter based on the law and the evidence. What you say? No. Engotie nkontompo. Nyomu jubilate no pebre na omu di dokuna no mada. This is the time anke wo say BBC no mo be cheche mu nchi omu followers no. Enye dede ni kasani umame say ada bi. After umame say no umame say na waba. Now so omu pia kwa na yakofa judgment no so di aba. Na ya domu suko nka this I think that this is the right time anke wo say yemfa judgment ni ye den. Enye cross check wo nyoma bi mu. But I don't know me person me cause is no be another time, right? Because we don't be count and show me the attend. But you see, you cannot do away without foreign documents, no. Won't mean say authentication no yeah. That is the major thing you have to do. Statutory. Meaning I was say emfanfa say ayemra. What you say? Ayemra say was say emphasize process. And you can ultimately skip that. Ultimately can provide hard documents. Just say a proof, right? So fast, Anna. We uti omu we anymore. Omu ground of appeal no. Omu chemu say a leadership during that omu man. Hard copy evidence. I manage it to mu say yes. No clear way evidence, but final judgment. Now, I will say you are basing on technicalities, small issues, technicalities. And now, I mean, a base, a beginning, a stamp signature in yoma, and I mean, jinas, and I'll share that yet say authentic. And it's not a must. Say was say documents beyond authentication process. Hey. Me see, your court judgment in one of who say a master and I say a family who say was on your authentication and I say and what's a nimrem. We will get there and don't see another time. Mumo munye de this or munye de na na yakwa judgment in the aba. As I mean, I'm eating at the same time listening to you and thinking of my report. I need to write before 5 p.m. and Monday. So deep concentration, not there, but I'm sure they don't have anything. Watch it. Thank you so much. Enjoy your lunch. You know what? I mean, sure. But for Kasdona, I see you. Where are you two for me? Old pals. Paul, if you also by the same lawyers who said as a bushapeni, maybe if you're cry. I go no omunim dia, omunim kasa ye dem kinkan, ye bet ye nima ye bebisa. Ne matamfo ni made kra metimi suade from matamfo enye dede why nti man ko mo bi ntu efutro gu enim say omukọ appeal no obi timi ato 99% efiva ye maame Akosua say when I can say ya frɛ asem no kra ye frɛ asem ne ye ana mo ntie mo lawyer na nkasa mo lawyer na mo ntie no mo ntie mo lawyer no 99% no efiva ye maame Akosua say wa hey eno dia was shocked the way mo ye dede wo internet no so am say hey sankofo we nti dabe na mo suade ye wa adwinche bi no betimi afra ba na wa che wa adwin ba YouTube for the I think say me mo be sia watch it say or having a lunch nti me the YouTube for be sia ba TikTok for the eguso eguso pa wow o person me pick no betimi actual pick me what you say it YouTube for and our first time I will hear me omo ground of appeal no appeal no mo ko no update here be ba me make sure